Welcome to another episode of
The Proxy Wars.
I'm Phyrexian.
And I'm Big Snake. Today we're talking about Etali, Primal Conqueror, and CDH.
Perfect. Let's get straight into it. What is Etali and what does it do?
So, a legendary creature elder dinosaur for 5 red is a 7/7 trample. And Etali has, when Etali Primal Conqueror enters the battlefield, each player exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. You may cast any number of spells from among them, non-land cards exiled this way, without paying their mana cost.
Nice. It looks like Etali has another side there.
Yeah, he has a transform. He transforms for 9 and a green Phyrexian, so either 10 or 9 and 2 life. He becomes a trample indestructible 11/11, and whenever Etali Primal Sickness deals combat damage to a player, they get that many poison counters. Pretty much infect.
Wow. White Steel Colossus on the backside. Cool. So it looks like you only have 3 combo pieces. How come?
Because Hellkite Courier, if I can get 6 mana within the first 1 or 2 turns, would summon Etali from my command zone. And then it gains haste so I can swing with it as well. And then I return it to the command zone at the end step. So that's pretty nice for 6. 6 isn't too hard to get into this deck. Hunting Velociraptor for 2 and a red. It has First Strike and it has dinosaur spells, aka Etali, that I cast, have Prowl 3. So 2 and a red as well. If I deal damage with the dinosaur, I can cast Etali for 3, aka this dinosaur. And then Treasonous Ogre for 3 and a red is a 2/3 Ogre Shaman that I can pay 3 life and add red to my pool. So I can pay 21 life to get 7 red to cast Etali from the command zone.
Wow.
Turn 1,
pretty good ramp.
turn 2.
And of course, cheating down Etali's cost.
I run copy spells so I can get more chunkies and double them and keep trying to push and exile and cast more of everyone else's spells. Eldrazi Confluence, I used the trigger of exiling Etali 3 times, blinking him, essentially, getting 3 more Etali triggers. Dualcaster Mage with any of these copy spells on a target creature goes infinite Dualcaster Mages for an alternate win. Panharmonicon and Roaming Throne are double chunkies, but I just recently started thinking about putting them in, that's why they're blue. And Wandering Archaic, so I can copy other people's Demonic Tutors or Counterspell Wars and join in on that.
That makes sense when Wandering Archaic's in there.
Since I'm not running blue. Small draw package, Wheels, The Wandering, Glimpsing Impossible. Sometimes I whiff on Impossible, but I still get 3 0/1 Eldrazi Scions sometimes. And that helps push further for Etali. And I can Wheels if I get a bad hand.
So you're running a Food Chain Squee.
Yes, I am, because Squee with Food Chain is infinite red, exiling Squee for 4 red and knitting 1 red, and then casting Squee again from exile. If I loop this with Etali, that's infinite chunkies.
Right, so you just pretty much exile everyone's decks. That makes sense. Nice.
I can get to play any of those cards along the way. I'm kind of running the Destiny Spinner to protect both Food Chain and Squee. The Frenzied Baloth can protect Squee, and Hexing Squelcher protects me in general. But I've really been on Autumn's Veil lately. I just can't be countered by black or blue spells. It's been nice lately.
Autumn's Veil is a good card. How fast and how often are you getting Etali out? Turn 1 or turn 2 with your ramp pieces?
So with an early Sticker Goblin, if he can tap for 5 or 6, that's really close to a chunky if I have another Mana Rock or other fast mana. Bergie helps along the way. If I already have Bergie out and start chunking, I can get red for those spells to help push further. The star of the show is probably Geosurge. If I can get like a Desperate Ritual, a Simian Spirit Guide, Infernal Plunge, Jessica's Will type of cards, Pyretic Ritual, and cast a Geosurge, that's 7 red mana for Etali. Turn 1, turn 2, depending on starting hands, obviously. Seething Song, Swimming Spirit Guide, Rite of Flame all help with that. The Tinder Wall, Reckless Barbarian, even the Somber Wild Sage taps for 3. With some of my other mana rocks, the artifact ramp packages, Chrome Mox, Mox Diamond, Mana Vault, Soul Ring, Talisman, LED, Lotus Petal, these all help get earlier chunks. And a Cursed Mirror also is a chunky, but sometimes it's not. It's just tap for red.
Oh, great. A Curse Chunky that taps for a red. So why are you running Interaction and not trying to just gas out as hard as you can out the gate?
Because Torpor Orb and Vexing Bauble and other artifacts shut me down most of the time. So I run 3. Cast into the Fire, Force of Vigor, and Nature's Claim to deal with said artifacts. Drannith Magistrate's kind of a problem for this deck. Linvala, Azorius Renegade is also a problem for this deck. So 3 damage, and Rending Volley's 4 damage to a white or blue creature.
So you have them there to make sure that if anyone does put something out that could be interfering with your chunkies, you have a response.
A response to do something about it so I can keep gassing up.
That makes sense.
And then Red Ellie Blast, Pyroblast, and Guttural Response also help me kind of keep Thassa or Ristic Studies or certain things that I don't like off the field before they ever hit it. This is an instant, but these are destroy and counters. Running a couple tutors to make sure I can get to Squee or the Dualcaster Mage or even Treasonous Ogre with Imperial Recruiter. Gambled mostly for Squee, and Survival of the Fittest will let me get a Treasonous Ogre most of the time that I can get it out.
So out of the 3 search pieces you're running, which one would you say is the best?
Probably the Imperial Recruiter, so that I can get Squee and Infinite Mana line to win. Dualcaster Mage, infinite copies for swinging damage, infinite wins with 2/2s, or Treasonous Ogre, so I can get Etali out way faster. So he's kind of the star of these 3.
That makes sense. Imperial Recruiter for the win.
Land packages red green, so the important ones are Ancient Tomb, Crystal Vein, City of Traders. An early Gemstone with turn 0 is really nice. Some of these others are just red green, gain a life, lose a life. And then I have Vesuva just in case I want to copy something that other people have.
Okay. Well, I noticed that it looks like you're not running Guile's Cradle. How come?
Most of the time, Guy's Cradle turn 1, turn 2, and Etali doesn't feel good if you don't really have any creatures. I might have a Ragavan on board. I might have a Bergie on board and tap for 1 or 2 green. Isn't always the greatest. Plus, like I just mentioned with Vesuva, if it becomes mid-range, then and need be, I can copy someone else's Guy's Cradle. Everyone's running it.
Makes sense. Absolutely. Now, what are the 5 saltiest cards that wreck your deck?
I think I mentioned earlier Drannith Magistrate for 1 and a white. Your opponents can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hands.
And just make it say they can't cast Chunky, then you're locked out.
and even if I do have Chunky out before a Drannith kind of thing, and then they drop a Drannith, and then now I'm trying to copy Etali, I can't cast any of those spells from exile that I just gained through chunks.
Yep.
Linvala is a Vexing Bauble, and if I didn't spend mana to cast things on that, it's exiled. Mindbreak Trap is... Etali's always kind of in Mindbreak Trap territory. I'm trying to cast 3-4 spells that I can cast Chunky, and then by the time I cast Chunky, there's 4 more free spells coming into play, so Mindbreak Trap is always a threat. Rule of Law makes it so I can only cast 1 spell per turn. I'm trying to cast lots of spells to get into a chunk pretty early, turn 2, turn 3, 4 at the latest.
Right, and if you can only cast 1 spell a turn, now
I'm locked down by this. I need a Force of Vigor.
Yep, being shut down entirely. So it makes sense why you're running those responses. Yeah, if people lock you out, then what can you do if you're just running all gas?
Yep. And then Torp Orb is the main one that really shuts Etali down most of the time. Turn 1, Soul Ring, Torp Orb, creatures entering the battlefield don't cause abilities to trigger. What happens most of the time is if I can't have a Nature's Claim or Force of Vigor or Cast into the Fire, I have to play around this and still just summon Etali, no ETB, try to get the gas mana to transform him into his Blightsteel Colossus.
And then try to swing for the win. Makes sense.
And if I can't do anything about the Torp Orb, no one wants to get rid of Torp Orb for me.
No, if it's shutting you down, it's CDH. No one wants to get rid of pieces for you.
Well, tell me in the comments below how I built Etali wrong.
Deck list below. Make sure to join us in another episode of
The
Proxy Wars.